Hey guys, it's Abby, and today I'm gonna do the assumptions video. I asked you guys to assume things about me, and I'll tell you if they're right or not. So I'm going to first check my YouTube community page, and then I will check my Instagram because I asked on Instagram as well. So let's begin because I know there's a few on there. I know a few of you guys asked me, or no, assumed things about me, so I'm gonna check those out and see what you guys think of me. My kids are back in school. Hallelujah. They're back in school, and I'm shaking you. I'm so sorry. They are feeling much better, and I'm happy about that. I did do a whole bunch of unboxings today, so you will see some videos going up on my main channel soon. Okay, let's go. A lot of you guys said you liked the picture of me that I posted on my community post. I took that picture in the summer when I had a really nice tan, and I don't usually bareface it up a lot, so thank you guys for the compliments. I like the picture too. I think it's pretty, so it made me feel really good that you guys all said you liked it, so thank you. All right, so let's begin. All right, so number one, that you're not a confrontational person, don't like drama, but if someone is rude or disrespectful, that you would not hesitate to give them a piece of your mind. Okay, I hate drama. I hate drama and I hate confrontation. So that is absolutely correct. I do not like being in any sort of confrontation. It freaks me out. And when I have to confront somebody, I have the worst anxiety about it. So I try and stay out of as much drama as possible. Drama does find me at times. And I can overshare at times, and that can get me into trouble. So I try not to talk to anyone. I try not to have too many friends. And I also don't like confrontation. I don't want confrontation. But if it comes to my children, like someone says something about my kids or does something to my kids, all hell will break loose. And I also, when I'm very comfortable with somebody, I will absolutely tell them how I feel. Other times I have a really hard time speaking up for myself. I'm doing better than I used to. Before I would let anybody walk all over me. Now I am a little bit better at that, but I also am better at keeping certain people in my life and keeping some people out. You know what I mean? So I don't have a lot of confrontation because I have a really good unit right now around me, and I don't really have to confront many people. But if I have to, if it comes to my kids or friends or family, yeah, I'll confront your ass. Okay. Next is that you're generally such a chill and friendly person. I am very chill. I'm very hyper, and I'm chill. Like, I would rather chill out at home than go out, but I will go out. Like, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out. Go out and just have the time of my life and then suffer a few days later. No, suffer for it for a few days after. But I do like chilling out more than going out. And I'm very hyper, but not all the time. I'm usually pretty calm, but I can be hyper. But that comes with my anxiety. When I have bad anxiety, I'm all over the place and hyper. And yeah, I'm a friendly person. I'm not super friendly out in public. I put like a bitch face on when I'm out in public, and I don't mean to do it. It's just kind of like my guard so that a lot of people don't come up to me and talk to me, because I'm very awkward and I have a hard time carrying conversations unless I know you really well. So I kind of shut down when I'm out in public, and I like just have a bitch face on. And I don't mean to do it. My husband says it's my bitch face. And so people don't feel like they can come up to me and talk to me. Well, maybe they do, because a lot of people come up to me and talk to me all the time. So maybe it's not a bitch face. Maybe I'm thinking it is, and I'm like, and people are like, she looks really friendly. And meanwhile, I'm like, so. Okay, and the next one is that you're a good cook. I don't know if I'm a good cook. My family eats my food, but my kids have been eating my food since the day where they were born, so they don't know any better. My husband, he's very nice, and he will tell me the food is good. I make a mean lasagna. I made lasagna the other night, and it is so freaking good. I love lasagna and garlic bread and a salad. I'm starving. Okay, next. I assume you hate any kind of mess, that everything in your home has its place and shouldn't be moved from that spot ever. am so unorganized. It's ridiculous. I'm super, super unorganized. I just don't know how to be organized. It's one thing that my husband wishes I was. Am I messy? There's a difference. My house is messy because I have kids and animals, but it's not dirty. There's a difference between dirty and messy. So yes, my house is messy, but it's not dirty. Does that make sense? And everything does have its place. See, I am from a family of women that like to redecorate their house like every 3 months. I'll go to their house one day and it will look like one way, and the next time I go there and it looks completely different. I'm not like that. Once my couch is in a spot, it better stay in that spot. Don't move it. Once your coffee table's there, don't move that coffee table. Once my kitchen table's down, don't move that kitchen table. I don't like change, so I like everything to stay where it's supposed to be, where I think it's supposed to be. So yeah, I guess like I don't want to move anything. Yeah. Okay. I assume you love to cook, but love to watch your family eat the meal more than actually preparing it. I love watching my family eat the food that I make, but I love to prepare food. I actually prepare food. I will look up the hardest recipes that take the most time when I have anxiety, so that it will help me with my anxiety, because for some reason, cooking and preparing the meal actually helps me with anxiety rather than making me anxious. I don't know. Lastly, I assume you would rather listen than speak. Yep. I assume you're just an amazing, loving person. Enjoy this day. Oh, that was really sweet. Aww. Thank you, Heather. I try to be a loving person. I think I'm loving, and I try to be a good person, but you guys, I am human, and I have faults, and I'm a freaking mess. What was it? I do like to listen to people talk. I have a lot of people that come to me when they have some, like an issue or they have a problem, and I'm always there to listen. So yeah, I like to listen too. I don't like to share certain personal things about me, but I do overshare. So like I'll overshare certain things, but not about certain things. Does that make sense? But I am a good listener, and I try to listen. I will shut you down though. If you are talking about the same thing over and over again, and we have had this conversation about 5 times, I will be like, yep, okay, I gotta go, bye. Okay. I assume that you have a hard time accepting compliments. Even though you shouldn't, you are stunning. Aw, thank you. Even though you shouldn't, you're stunning and have an amazing personality that we all love. My daughter just sent me, my phone is at 7%. I'm never gonna live on that bus with a phone at 6%. I didn't even use it all day. I assume you have a hard time accepting compliments. I do. I do have a hard time accepting compliments. I find it awkward and like strange to accept a compliment. Be like, thank you. You know, if someone says like, you're so pretty, I'm like, oh, thanks. You know, because it's just weird accepting a compliment. I find it weird. Okay. Oh my gosh, my daughter. Okay. I assume that you are so fun to be around, never a dull moment, full of love for everyone. I have my downtime. Sometimes I'm super boring. Sometimes I'm super fun to hang out with. I don't know. I'm a hard judge of character for myself. Like, I don't know. I have a lot of fun when I hang out with people. Okay. Number 1, this is by Mooncat. You get major anxiety sometimes about having to film a video. It depends on the video. Like if I have to do a review for a company, my kid just said I'm going to scold my phone like a dog. What? It depends on what the video is. Like sometimes like when I do a get ready with me and I'm barefaced and like I come on camera without my eyebrows and stuff, yeah, I have anxiety. Or if I'm doing a product review, I have anxiety. Or if I'm doing a video that I know is going to be a little bit, like if it's a adult unboxing, I get anxiety for those videos. Number 2, there was a time you didn't always love makeup. I think I always liked makeup, but I didn't put a full face of makeup on. Like when I started my channel, I barely filled in my eyebrows, and then I filled them in too much. And I wore eyeliner and like eyeshadow right here and mascara, and that's it. And red lipstick. That's all I wore. Number 3, people don't realize it, but you actually like dark witchy stuff like the color black, skulls, crystals, and crescent moons. How did you know? I do. I love all that kind of stuff. I just don't wear black all the time, but I do. I love all that stuff. So does my daughter Scarlett. Okay, the next thing, this is by Lacey. I assume that you are like a lioness when it comes to your children and pets. Also, have a great sense of humor. You're a homebody that likes to sit home and take care of your family. Okay, I am like a lioness when it comes to my kids. I do have a hard... My kid is driving me nuts. I do have a hard time speaking up when it comes to like school and stuff. Like I get nervous, not because I have a hard time speaking up for my children, but because I have a hard time speaking up in general. But you mess with my kid and I will totally mess with you back. Like I don't have time for that shit. And for my pets, of course. My pets are like the most spoiled things in the entire world. I have a good sense of humor. I don't know. Anne thinks I'm funny. She will laugh at something I said and she'll be like, that was really good. But I don't think of myself like, oh, I'm funny. You're a homebody that likes to sit home and I am a homebody. I am such a homebody. I think when quarantine happened, I was like, oh, this is like normal life for me. I just don't leave. It's not like I have anything to do. Like I go food shopping or shopping for my family or stuff, go to the pet store, clothes shopping. But I don't really do much, I'm perfectly happy with just being home and hanging out with my family, watching a movie, snuggling in bed. I just like that a lot better. You also take pride in your true friends and are always looking for a great laugh, but have a feeling that you are not much of a people person, as I am not myself. Okay, so I am a good friend. When you are my friend, I am your friend. Unless you have done something that I can't stop thinking about, that means I won't get over it, then I will cut you off. And when I cut somebody off, I cut them off. I do this thing, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I do this thing where if I'm done with a person, I'm done. I won't ever really think of them ever again. I kind of somehow I shut that part of my brain off and I don't think about them ever again. And I don't want to. I actually get annoyed if someone brings them up, kind of thing. I am a very good friend. I'm a loyal friend. I will stick up for you. I will make sure that you're okay all the time. I'll put you in your place if you're if you need to be put in your place, and I'll make sure that you know where I stand with you, but I'm not a cruel friend. You know what I mean? I'm a good friend and I love my friends dearly. So yeah, that's how I am. I assume you're fiercely protective of the ones you love, but otherwise a sweet person. Yeah, I am. I definitely am. Yeah. Okay. Just Anne wrote, I assume that you tell me you don't think I'm funny, but you really think I'm funny. No, you are not funny, Anne. You think you're funny. There are some things you do in your videos that I think are funny. There are a few things, like your glasses. I think they're funny. It's a quirky, funny thing. But no, I don't think you're funny. I love you. I love you more than anything. I assume that you are just as gorgeous without makeup as you are with, that you're an amazing mom, that you sometimes get stressed out and anxious while filming, but push through because it's important to you. I think what happens is I'm anxious before I start to film, and then when I'm filming, I'm anxious, so I push through. Yes, that is something I absolutely do. I push through filming when I'm anxious because it actually helps me. Filming helps me feel better. It just does. I feel comfortable talking to you guys and I have fun filming and it's something productive for me to do. And then I edit and all that kind of stuff. So I enjoy doing that. But I don't get anxious because of filming. Kimmy says, I assume that you and Anne are BFFs and I assume you're a great person all around. I can't tell you if I'm a great person all around. I just can't. I can't tell anybody if I am or not. But yes, me and Anne are best friends. Anne is the most annoying but loving and great person and mom that I know. Me and Anne are very, very close. We're very close. We are the type of friends that will be like, I love you so much. And then I'll be like, you're so annoying. And then we'll hang up on each other. That's how we are. She's like a sister. Anne's like my sister. That's exactly how she is. And she also is my pusher. If I'm having a funk, she'll be like, get up and film. Go do it. She's very good at that. And I do the same thing for her. But yeah, she's my best friend for sure. Okay. I assume you don't let anyone see the hurt. You smile through situations. The hurt is yours and private. Absolutely. Yeah, I rarely show that. I mean, I did open up on my channel, my second channel, this channel, a while back. But other than that, I am the type of person that kind of just moves through life and I deal with things privately on my own. I don't really even let my husband see me hurting. I don't know. I've always been that way. You love deeply and forever. Yes. You're mama bear, not only to your kids, but to everyone you love. Yeah, pretty much. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's a good description, mama bear. Okay. I assume you are a wonderful, loving mother and have never met an animal that you didn't want to take care of. Yes, I want to take care of every animal in the entire world. I have this black cat right now that's coming to my house every day. It has an owner, but it doesn't leave. It sits at my back sliding glass doors. My cats are freaking out about it. It's not neutered. I don't know if it's vetted. I don't know anything except for the owner says it's neutered, but it's not. You can tell. And she says that the cat doesn't want to come home anymore because she has a cat in her closet that she took in. And the cats don't like that cat, so they won't come home. She also has a whole bunch of other cats. Like you walk down the street and there's a lot of cats. And I would take this cat in and I want to. But I have so many animals. I have 2 bunnies. I have a chameleon. I have 3 cats. And I'm always taking in other, like I foster, so... And I also help with rescue centers. So if they need someone to help with like kittens or a squirrel or a chipmunk, I help. I really cannot actually afford another animal. I mean, I could afford another cat. It's just kitty litter and food. I already have that. But still, you know, I want to take every animal in. I really do. Okay. I assume that at heart you are a hippie. I guess... Yeah, I probably am. When I was in high school, I was a hippie. I dressed like a hippie. Yeah, I mean, I guess I am still. I guess I am still. You know, like I'm still like a flower child. So is my mom. Okay, Anne. Just Anne, again. Assume that if I accidentally killed my husband, you would help me bury his body. I thought your husband went on vacation. Forever. What are you talking about? Didn't he leave like 2 weeks ago and he told you he wasn't coming back? Right? No, the night that he left, we were ordering in and eating and watching a movie. So, yeah, I don't know where your husband is. I have no idea. I assume you sing and dance in the shower. Yeah, all the time. I sing and dance around my house constantly. My kids are like, shut up. I assume that you have a beauty room with everything nice and neat, and I know that you're a wonderful wife and mom. I don't have a beauty room. I have my bedroom that I put all my makeup in, but my filming room, I should make into my beauty room for real. Like, I should actually make this into my beauty room, but I use it for filming. My husband created this room for me, so, I mean, maybe I should. I could use this as my beauty room. Okay, someone says, this is by Lissa. Hi, Lissa. I assume you're very judgmental. It's just what I see in your videos. So, and someone liked it. I couldn't figure out this one because I read it. I'm like, what am I judgmental about? The boxes that I unbox or people? Because I don't talk about people or judge people in my videos. So it's got to be about the boxes. And I don't understand that because am I supposed to not judge the boxes I'm unboxing? Like, that's why I have an unboxing channel, to tell you guys if it's good or not, or for you guys to help make that judgment with me if it's worth money. So, like, yes, do I judge the boxes that I have on my channel? Yes, absolutely. But people, here's the thing. I think every single one of us is judgmental in a way. Am I perfect and I never think to myself, like, never think about somebody and I don't judge people? No, I'm not perfect. I'm sure I judge in my own way. Do I think that I'm judgmental? No, but I'm sure that there are times that I can be judgmental, but I try really hard not to. I try to put myself in everyone's shoes and not judge, but there are days when I can be judgmental. But if we're talking about my channel, yeah, I totally judge boxes, and I think I should because it's my channel. And if you have a shitty box, I'm going to tell you have a shitty box. Okay. I assume you smoke weed. Just kidding. Don't answer that. I don't smoke weed. I used to be such a pothead and I loved it. It was amazing. But then all of a sudden, every single time I would smoke, I would get really paranoid and I hated the feeling of it. Like, I hated that feeling of feeling like just uptight and anxious. And ever since then, it's been that way. So even now, like I tried Delta 8 and it gives you more of like a body high and it relaxes you a little bit more energy. But I still had that feeling of like, I can't take care of my kids. They're 12 and 14. They'll be fine. It's not illegal. You know what I mean? My kids are in their rooms sleeping at night, but I still had that like panic of not being able to do what I needed to do. I just can't relax anymore. I am an anxious person and I don't know how to not be anxious. So I think that if I was to smoke weed and get like actually high, I would probably drive myself to the police station and tell them I got high. And they'd be like, it's legal in New Jersey, and then tell me to go home. And then I'd be like, I can't because I can't drive, I'm high. Justin said, I assume you have tattoos. I don't have one tattoo at all. I do want to get my husband's name on my ring finger because we both don't wear our wedding rings. We both just don't like the feeling of rings. Not that we don't love each other. We just, you know, we don't wear rings. Plus he's in construction and I'm always scared like his finger's going to fall off or something, or the ring's going to get stuck. So I do want to get his name on my finger, and I also want to get a matching tattoo with my sister. We've always said we would, but I haven't done any of that yet, and I don't know if I ever will. Okay, I assume you and Anne talk a lot of smack about sub boxes. I mean, yeah, sure. If we get a box that we don't like, yeah, we'll totally like talk shit on it. We also talk about companies together, what companies are good, what companies aren't, what companies, you know, did me wrong or what companies did her wrong. And we're always talking about stuff like that because we just do. We're in the same business basically. So we have a lot of similar things to talk about, but I don't think it's smack. I just think it's honesty. You know, like if I tell her something happened with the box, she's not going to support that box anymore, you know, like just because we're friends, and that's just what we do. I assume you're very down to earth. You get your feelings hurt easily, kind-hearted, very giving, and gorgeously beautiful. Aw, thank you. I think I'm down to earth. I think that I can be a little high strung and, you know, there are times where I'm not down to earth, but I try my hardest to be as down to earth as possible. I think I'm just in general, I'm a down to earth person. So yeah. And I do get my feelings hurt very easily, really, really easily. I'm also always on like defense because I get my feelings hurt so often. So I'm always like trying to be in defense so that I automatically can not have my feelings hurt. Like prove why I shouldn't have my feelings hurt, or why you shouldn't think this way about me, or why you shouldn't say this about me, or why this or why that. Like, I think that's why I'm on the defense all the time, because I do get my feelings hurt really easily. Okay, I would assume you always wore makeup even in high school. In high school, I wore eyeliner and mascara. That's it. Even if and some days I didn't wear makeup at all. Yeah, I literally rolled out of bed and put on I rolled out of bed and went to school in my pajamas. My school was like, get out. I assume that you don't sit and relax much, that you're always busy doing something, cooking, cleaning, filming, gardening, mothering, kids, pets, etc. Absolutely. I am literally always on the move. Always. From the minute I wake up at 5 in the morning, I don't stop until I'm in bed. And that's like in bed, like ready for bed, going to sleep. I never stop, ever, ever. It drives my husband nuts because I can't even like, and I try really hard to like on the weekends sit down and spend time with him, but it's hard for me to actually sit still and not be doing something. So yeah, I'm always doing something. Okay. Robin says, I think you hide your feelings behind humor like me, but don't mess with us when it comes to our kids because it makes the cougar come out. I do hide my feelings behind humor. I hide my feelings behind everything. So behind anger, behind humor. Yeah, I totally do. Absolutely. Okay, I assume you're a very straightforward person. You say what it is and don't candy coat things to please others. I used to please everybody. I used to say anything to please anybody. Even with Anne in the beginning of our friendship, I wouldn't tell her exactly how I felt because I was always worried about how I would hurt her feelings or she might get angry with me. I've always been a sugarcoater, but I've stopped doing that now because you can have... there's no way you can actually have real relationships in your life if you are always trying to cover up something. You're always trying to be so nice and you don't ever want to hurt anyone's feelings, like that kind of thing. So it's something I've learned to stop doing is sugarcoating everything. And it's actually made my life a lot easier. I assume you would be a blast to hang out with. I mean, I think so. The last time I actually went out, like went out with my sister, I got piss poor drunk. I mean, I was so drunk. I was on a bull, riding a bull, dancing on the bars. I was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We went to a Flyers game. It was so much fun. Yeah, I'm fun when we hang out, but then once I get to a certain point, I'm just like, I need to go home. Okay. I know you have anxiety and adulting issues, kind of like me. Do you self-medicate or take scripts for your mental health? No judgment, just curious. How do your family members help? I don't take any medication for my anxiety. Nothing. I don't take anything. I do take CBD oil, but I've been taking that for like 2 years now. But I don't take anything. I was prescribed stuff for my anxiety, but I don't like the way medication makes me feel. It makes me feel like I want to like jump out of my body and I can't get out. Like it makes me feel like my skin's crawling and I can't get out of my own body, and it's horrible. So I don't self-medicate and I don't medicate. Like I don't do any of that. And no, my family doesn't help with my anxiety, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I hid having anxiety from my husband for so long that he's just used to it by now. So like, I don't ever say to my husband, my anxiety is really bad. And I think it's because if I tell him my anxiety is really bad, I think he's going to worry that why my anxiety is so bad. And then he'll worry, and I don't want him to worry. And it's also not my kids' job to worry about their mother with anxiety. Scarlett has terrible anxiety already. So I don't want to, and I think I gave it to her. I think I gave my kid anxiety. Like she saw me suffer from anxiety, maybe when I was pregnant with her too, and now she has anxiety. So I like blame that on myself. So I try to hide it most of the time. I assume that so many people have wronged you, hurt you, and that you become very off to yourself and find friendship within your home, your family that lives under your roof. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I have only I have a handful of friends, and I'm close to certain family members and my kids and my husband. Like I am very, very guarded, and that's just because I have been hurt. And, you know, once you are burned too many times, you kind of just have that, barrier up, and you're okay with it. You just learn to live with it, and that's okay. I'm really good with just having a few people that I know won't hurt me and that I can trust. And the people that have hurt me in the past, they still are in my life, but they know they can't hurt me anymore because I won't allow it. I assume you prefer cats over dogs. I love dogs. I absolutely love dogs, and I would have a dog. And I love cats. Cats are easier to take care of. I feel like, you know, I don't have to take them for a walk or clean up their poop or anything like that. So it's easier for me to take care of a cat, but I wouldn't have a problem with having a dog. We did have a dog. His name was Boris. He looked like a cow. He was a Bernese Mountain and a setter mix. And when we lost our home, went into foreclosure, and we didn't have a place to live. This was years and years ago. We didn't have a place to live. So we moved our animals to Matt's mom's house, and she was going through her own stuff with her husband at the time. And we stayed in an efficiency apartment that couldn't have animals. And it was like 2 months staying. The animals were staying at Matt's mom's house and us in the efficiency apartment. And my husband's stepfather didn't like having the dog there. One day he called up my husband and said, I found a good home for your dog. And since you guys aren't going to find a place for a while, they're going to adopt your dog. And there was nothing we could do about it. We didn't have a place to take him. We didn't have the money to put him in like a place to care for him. We didn't have another place to go, and we didn't have anyone else to care for him. And his stepfather didn't care. He just didn't care. He did it behind his back. He called my husband and was like, come say goodbye to your dog. And my husband was just so upset, and so was I. Like, this dog was everything to us. We loved him so, so much. And he just gave this dog away to a family. It's a good family. They sent us pictures for the longest time, not to us, but to my in-laws for the longest time, knowing that he was good. And he did eventually pass away. He was an older dog. But it broke my husband's heart. And we've never been able to get another dog since. And it was a terrible situation. And right after they gave the dog, like, they decided to give the dog up without our permission. Like, who does that? It still makes me angry to this day. There's a little bit more to the story, because it seems like, oh, why didn't you stop it? We didn't have the chance to stop it. It wasn't like we were given the chance to stop this. Within 2 weeks after the dog was given away, we got our own place. And my husband it broke his heart. So we just haven't gotten another dog. Okay, I'm assuming that you're a little manic, you like things a certain way, and sometimes you need to escape from it all. Yes, absolutely. She says, try a little of God's greens. I can't, because I would all of a sudden be paranoid. I'd be like hiding from the helicopters outside. I am a little manic, definitely, and I would love to have a little escape. Everything has to be my way. Not like I never knew I was such a control freak until I had kids. I am a control freak. Okay. And then there's 2 more, and then I'm going to do a part 2 on this. I assume you're a strict mom. I am. I'm a very strict mom, actually. And I'm okay with that. My kids have boundaries and they can't cross them. I'm very, very strict with my kids. I'm super strict. They still have a bedtime. Internet, they're not allowed on it after a certain time at night. I have to see what they're doing all the time on the internet. I have all the passwords, everything. I'm very strict, but I'm loving. There's a difference between being strict and there's a difference. I'm very loving. They know they're loved. They're very close to me. I'm hugging and kissing them all the time, and I'll sit with them at night and hang out with them, but I am strict. I'm their mom. I'm not their friend. And number 2, if an animal needs a home, you would take it in. Absolutely. Come on in. I'll take care of you and make sure you're vetted, and then definitely would take you in. All right, guys, if you have any other assumptions, just write them in the comments below. I'm going to do part 2 of this. I'm going to read my Instagram ones and any other ones that you guys assume in the comments below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a long one. I haven't filmed for this channel in a while, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for just assuming things about me, and that is it for today. I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!